What is your earliest memory that you have of Dilip Saab?
Wow, that's really superb. My earliest memory was my first day of shooting with him, and I was, you could say, a rank newcomer, and my legs were shivering. They had given me a one-page dialogue to say in front of him, and I just did not know what to do. Like I was almost on the verge of crying. I was that nervous. It was literally like the first day in school,
I can
like
imagine.
that. The way he encouraged me and the way he took me through the whole scene, it was like a teacher, like truly like a father figure. And after the end of the scene, he told me that you're a very good actor. And I believe in those days that just one quote of his was printed in the Stardust. And I would take that, I still have that magazine edition with me. Not because of its cover, not because of anything, just because there is an inside story, on the set story, where Mr. Dilip Saab has said in one quote that Mukul Dev is a very good actor. Oh my God, I kept that Stardust with me like it was a trophy, like an Oscar award or something like that.
Wow.
And that Stardust is still lying with my mother. And once in a while I say, see, he said this about me. And I can't tell you what it was. It was beautiful.
Something that he has said to you that kind of stuck with you while you were shooting for Qila?
Oh yeah, so many things. I was constantly, my ears were up all the time, listening and gathering stuff from him. The funny thing is that, I was doing a lot of films at the same time when I was doing Qila. So I would come back and I would ask him how to do all those characters that I was playing the different films. And I remember I was doing a film with Madhuri Dixit where I was playing a cop.
Right.
And I had already shot with them for 1 or 2 days. And they must have realized that this guy is a new guy, we need to teach him. So in the meantime, I spent about 10 days of shooting with Dilip Saab. And I just ended up asking that, I'm playing this character, I'm playing a cop in the film. And this is the outline. And he said, no, don't disclose the story to me. I said, no, I have to tell you. Because I'm in a soup,
Right.
How do I do this character? People are making fun of me, And then he taught me for 6-7 days. He gave me some ideas I can't even tell you. Oh my God! He says he used to talk to me in Punjabi,
Right.
He used to tell me, Kaka, eda kar le, Kaka, e kar le, Kaka. And in the middle of the shots, he would suddenly come back. Oh, jera character tu mainu dasegi na, ode andar e kar denge. And after 6 days, when I went back to the sets of Vajood, these guys were like, ye kya kha ke aaya hai,
Transformation.
He was like completely transformed, and they were like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And I did not even tell them once. There is Dilip Saab behind me. I mean, they could never imagine that, he's carrying all those things.
Right.
And that's the sort of gentleman he was. He would help me out in my other scenes also, And he was very fond of Khomeini ka soup. That was his favorite. And he would always call me into a corner. And only me and no one else. and tell me that have some soup with me. And I remember when I had my daughter, I had gone to visit Lilavati because my daughter was just born. And I was coming out of the Lilavati and he was going inside the Lilavati. And he asked me, how come you're here? I hope everything's okay. And I said, sir, I just had a daughter. I've been blessed with a daughter. And he just sprang up and he said, oh, that's a very good shot out of the boundary for 6 runs, I was like, okay. So, yeah, it was a very, very, I have not a single bad bone in that person. And what a gentleman. I really wish people could work with him just to learn, and not just the craft, but even everything else in life, the way he was. He was a thorough gentleman, is what I can say.
It's so lovely to hear that. I just, in fact, got off a video interview with Hani Rani ma'am, and these were the exact same words that she used as well. She's like, he was a thorough gentleman, and she also really stressed upon that. So it's so lovely to hear that.
Thorough gentleman, and he was the kind of person who would, I don't even know how to explain him. It's like in the first 1 or 2 days when I was working with him, I said, this is my father. This is just my father,
Right.
And there wasn't any difference between what he would be at home or what he would probably be on the sets. And perhaps he didn't really have to put on that facade or, put on that whole mask, because in any way, at the basic, essential level, he was a gentleman.
Right.
And that's the way he was. And I'm sure when he woke up from, got out of his bed in the morning, he was the same person as what he was with us on the sets. So, like that it was.
And so, lastly, just any last words as a tribute and a remembrance?
Well, I truly say, when people say that, this is the end of an era, I think perhaps this is the right time to use that word. If one has to do justice to that phrase, end of an era, this is where I'll probably use it. It is the end of an era, because if you look at it, he started an era and he survived through so many eras.
Right.
And so many things he did. And oh my God, how long did he live? So, it's amazing. A complete man, I'll say.